Kakadosh Boker or Masechet Horayot Daf Yomi Daf Yudale Damudale 14a1. We're just going to finish the Masechet today. If you remember, we were talking about right now Matni Lal Rabbi Rabbi Shimon Berei. So Rabbi was coming and teaching Rabbi Shimon his son to do with a mistake with the Kriyat Shema Aseh Be'emah. Okay, that basically what happened was is that he called the 10th one, right? The 11th one, the 10th one, and you have to bring it like a shlamim. And according to Rabbi Meir, you have to make a tmura. Okay. So now he says like this, Acherim Omrim, remember, Acherim was Rabbi Meir because of the story that we just spoke about, right? And Yesh Omrim was? Aywa. No. Rabbi what? No. It was yesterday. Rabbi Natan. Yeah? Rabbi Natan. Rabbi Natan is Yesh Omrim, some people say, right? And Rabbi Meir Balanes was Acherim Omrim because of the story with Rashbag. So he says like this, Acherim Omrim ilu hayat tumura. If it was going to be tumura, lo yakarev, which means that if right now the 11th one is going to be a tumura, it would not have been brought. So therefore, right, we're going to learn a gzera shava from Bechor, that the tumura, which is a substitute, is not going to be brought. And here, it's going to be brought as a shlamim. So says the Gemara, and he says, who are these people? Right? So basically, Rebbe comes, right? And he says, who are these people that we're drinking from their waters? That means basically we are like students drinking from them. But we don't mention their names. So Elmaleh, so says Rebbe to his son, so he says, these are people that they wanted to take away the kavod, your kavod and the kavod of your father. So Elmaleh, he went to Rabbi Shimon and he told his father, Gam avatam, gam sinatam, gam kinatam kvar avda. He says, right, why do you want to punish them now? Right? It's after, there's no sinah, there's no, what do you want to punish them? Elmaleh, he says, Haoyev tamu choravot lanetzach. He says, Haoyev tamu, it means that even if tam haoyev amet, bechol zo choravot lanetzach. The sinah is for eternity. So Elmaleh, he went and he told him, that's only if it's going to help. Right? He says, Rabbanan, which is Rabbi Meir, Rabbi Natan, lo ahanu masayu. It didn't help anything because they didn't take you away. So hadar atnile, right? And then they taught it again and they said, Amru mishum Rabbi Meir, ilu ayat mura, lo ayat karev. Meaning, Rabbi, the son of Rabbi Shimon, right? He was the one that brought back the name of Rabbi Meir because there was a very long period of time that they were calling him Acherim. So he went and he asked his father, why are you calling him Acherim if we're students to them? Meaning we're learning from them. This is Rabbi Meir Balanes. Why are we calling them Acherim? So when he said they wanted to uproot you, they wanted to uproot the father's house. So he said, okay, fine. Right? But it's after their death. Now you could come and you could mention their name. So he says, no, the sinah is still there. He says, no, that's only if be'emet it helped. They didn't help what they did. We're still here. The nesiyut of Rebbe is still here. Everything's still here. So you don't. So then they went and they said, okay, fine, you're right. So Rava comes and he says, Afilu Rebbe tanvatnatahu, even Rebbe, right? That is an anvatan, right? We know that Rebbe was very, very anav. Tana amru mishum Rabbi Meir, right? That they said in the name of Rabbi Meir, aval amar Rabbi Meir lo amar, right? He didn't say amar Rabbi Meir, right? That means even though he didn't say bifurash amar Rabbi Meir, he changed it, amru mishum Rabbi Meir, right? Which means that they said in the name of Rabbi Meir, right? Well, that means that's like the difference in the thing. That means he didn't say like normally. Normally they would say amar bi'elazar, amar. No. Mishum Rabbi Meir amar. He says like this. He says, I mean, even though Rebbe came and he was an anav, he didn't say like normally that amru mishum. He says, right? He didn't say amar Rabbi Meir. He says amru mishum Rabbi Meir. Amar Rabbi Yochanan says Rabbi Yochanan. Pligi bar Rabbi Shimon Gamliel Rabbanan. Chad amar sinai adif, echad amar oker harim adif. This is a very famous machloket. What is better? Somebody that is going to be Sinai. Sinai is automatically bekiut. He's got a lot of bekiut, a lot of, from very vast knowledge. Or oker harim. Oker harim, he doesn't have so much of a bekiut of an expertise in all different facets of the Torah. He's very deep. Yeah, that's called the oker harim. Oker harim is like mamash, he uproots mountains because he's very, very deep. So what's better, Sinai or oker harim? So Rav Yosef comes and he says Sinai. Rabbi used to say oker harim, right? Because each one was like that. So Shalchul Taman, they went and they sent Eretz Yisrael. Which one's better? Shalchul Sinai Adif. Taman Kol Tzrichim Lemad Chitai, but everybody needs it, right? And then still, right? Vafilu Achi still Lo Kibelu Rabbi Yosef Alei. Right? That means even though they went and they answered him like that, they still didn't put Rav Yosef, right? As Rosh Shiva, Malach Rabba, the first was Rabba 22 years, and then afterwards was Rav Yosef. The Chol Shani Malach Rabba, Rav Yosef, Rav Yosef, right? He didn't actually even go to get, that means he didn't do any, like, Mamash, he didn't do nothing of a kavod, nothing to himself, as if like, Mamash, he was klum, right? Even though he was Be'emet, the Sinai, okay? Fine. Obviously, we'll speak about this. This is actually a very beautiful Gemara. We'll speak about this a little bit later on, right, when we actually do the Siyum.